So this video will help you when finishing off your Rudbeckia. So you've got two options when it comes to the finishing of the Rudbeckia flower. So what I've done here is I've actually wired across the rounds. So the top of the head will form the top of my flower head, and then I'm going to sew the eyes on the bottom of the petals. If you want to finish off your flower more traditionally, so it looks like a flower where the eyes will be in the center and the petals are around the outside, all you would do is you would position your wires. So do you see how I've gone straight through the top of the head like that? Instead, you would put your wires through an angle like this to create a circle, and then you would finish your petals off facing the front like that. But instead, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put them across the top. So it's more like the echinacea in terms of its styling when it's finished. So what I've done with the wires is I've taken the full metre length, cut them into 4, and then I've pushed them through the head and then folded the ends over just so that my any sharp ends are nice inside. And I've made sure that my wires are shorter than my petals. Now you could get them exactly to the length of the petal if you wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. So long as they're covering kind of 1/2 to 3/4 in terms of length of those petals, they'll be long enough for you to be able to manipulate them. So once you've made your ring of petals by crocheting them all together, what you do is you put your wires in place like that, and then we're going to put 1 wire into each of those 8 petals. So that one's in. And all I've done is made sure that my slip stitching, so where we slip stitched around the edges to give those nice neat edges, I've made sure that they're all facing upwards. And then once all those wires are nicely inside like that, what I'm going to do is use my end, or I probably will need to attach another one on as well because it won't quite be long enough. And I'm going to then sew these into place, making sure that my petals are around the edge of the wire like that. So just to secure the petals in place, make sure you push it down to where the wire is coming through the head. Part your loop stitches to make it a little bit easier so you've got a nice clean piece of fabric to stitch it onto. Pull any loops that you might catch when you're sewing up out the way so you've not got those in there. And what I've actually done there is I've over sewn down one side. And then to get the neatest effect, you could always back stitch across the top side like that. Now you can obviously use each length off each petal if you want to. I've actually already neatly sewn mine in, so I'm just going to immediately carry on to my next petal with 1 length rather than using the ones that came off there. That is entirely your choice. So once you've got your petals secured in place with those wires in, it means that you can really kind of capture that shape of the Rudbeckia. Rather than them being really straightforward, straight out petals, you can manipulate them to get that lovely curve. And then there's the decision about where to sew your eyes. So where I've placed this here, you could go either way. You could either sew your eyes on top like this, so just here above the petal line, or I think I'm actually going to go just underneath. So they're just hiding beneath the petal line like that. So using your cream yarn, and again it can be a bit of a challenge sewing them onto the cocoa, so separate where your loops are, should I say. It's not to do with it being cocoa, it's just to do with it being having those loops in place. So separate so you've got a nice gap to sew the eye in. Sew on your cream triangle. And then add your black pupils into the centre. And like that, the Rudbeckia is complete.